Fate has a sick sense of humor. This castle used to be my prison. Now, it's the one thing I have to defend at all costs. It all started with a choice I didn't want to make. The assassin named me his commander, forcing me to learn the deadliest combat styles in the game. He didn't want an ally. He was building an ultimate weapon that could destroy anyone. Today is the day. Having finally learning TNT carding, I'm heading back to him to take my next mission. Soon, many individual players will come to take over the castle, defeat them all, and prove that you are strongest. The assassin wasn't there. Instead, he left me a book. After reading the message he left behind, I headed straight to the castle entrance, waiting to see exactly who was coming to take over the castle. After waiting for so long, the silence finally broke. A player emerged from the distance, walking straight toward the castle stairs. He wasn't replying. Realizing talking was useless, I headed down and started the fight. After taking him down, I didn't waste any time. I restocked my gear, filled my inventory, and waited for the next player to arrive. He was doing the exact same thing, complete silence, no reply, so I didn't waste any words. I did the same thing, drew my weapon, and started the fight. I restocked and waited, but the next attack I didn't expected. I restocked and waited. But then I looked up. Someone was coming from the sky, closing in fast on an elytra. But he wasn't alone. He was dragging a pig behind him on a lead, and riding on top of that pig was another player charging straight into the castle. Who in the world thought it was a great entrance? I want to learn the rocket maze. I know a bit about that, but this is the great opportunity to use it. After the fight, I stood among the loot, sorting my inventory. But then, he came. I stood there in shock. I didn't know why he was ruining his own castle. It was him, the invisible assassin who controls me.
So you defeated them all, as I expected. You proved yourself that you are strong.
Why did you nuke the whole castle?
A castle is just stone, but a weapon needs to know how to fight when there is nothing left to protect. Anyways, follow me. I moved your ender pearl to our new base.
After traveling thousands of blocks, we finally arrived.
We aren't done here. There is still a little bit of construction left, but for now, go roam the base. Wait until your next task.
He told me to roam the base until my next task, so I'll wait. I'll bide my time, because the next time he sees me, he won't be giving an order, he'll be fighting for his life.